Hey there, it's Jack and Brody, and in this video, we're gonna be talking about grip strength. So maybe you have hand, finger, or wrist OA, and you're wanting to improve the condition and strength in those areas. Maybe you find it hard to open jars at home or carry objects for long periods of time. Well, this video is right for you.
So we're going to go through some exercises that are great for grip strength. But firstly, it's important to note with your regular workouts, with a lot of the stuff we do, the rowing movements, deadlifts, squats, carries, all of those things, or many of those things are helping to improve your grip strength as well. But this is a good little opportunity for anyone who wants to add a bit more to work on their hands and their grip strength. So let's run through some of those exercises.
Okay, and you can use a lot of different objects from around the home for these.
Yep.
Brody, we're going to run through the bus drivers first, one of my personal favorites.
You can grab those books. So this is just working on those hand and finger muscles, getting them nice and strong. So holding a nice heavy book like it's a bus driver steering wheel, and Jack's going to pass it around in circles like so.
Like that.
Now it's easier if you really use your full hand, and it's going to be a bit harder if you go a bit further back and just use more of the fingertips. Okay? Just like so.
Yeah, and you can play around with the size of the movements around. So big movements generally going to be easier, but smaller little grips just like that will definitely fatigue your forearms pretty quickly.
If you want a lot more challenge, you can try and hold two heavy books and keep them pinched together. And that is really going to challenge your grip strength. And likewise, if you do have weight plates like these lying around the home, either big ones like this or smaller ones, these can also be used for that same exercise. The point is that it's something nice and heavy. Yeah,
so the good thing about using two books is actually increases the width of the grip, which is even harder, and the weight.
Now the next one is just some simple little ball exercises. If you do have a foam sort of squishy ball, a stress ball, a rubber ball around, you can often pick these up really cheaply from just like a sporting goods store.
And there's a couple of variations you can do with this, Brody?
Yeah, definitely. So simple one is just of course grabbing it and crushing it with your whole hand like so for that crushing strength. And the other one is you can go more finger specific and do some pinching between thumb and finger, move it to the next one and pinch, next one and pinch. Or you can hold the ball in your hand and do some thumb presses, so digging into it with your thumb. So there's a few different ways there that you can use a squishy ball or a rubber ball.
Okay, excellent. So we've got our bus drivers, we've got some ball squishing. Another thing we can do is hold objects, which make it really hard for our grips and our forearm strength. So Brody, we can do this with many different objects. Doesn't really matter what it is. As we said before, books, right?
Just holding them by your side. You can either just stand and hold, or you can march on the spot or even walk laps while doing it.
As though you're doing carries, which is what you're actually doing. And of course you could do that and hold them up like this for a bit of an extra workout.
Another great one is dumbbells, nice heavy weights. Rather than holding the handle, which is what it's designed for, makes it a little bit easier, try holding the ends of the dumbbell like so. These ones are quite heavy, so I'm struggling a little bit, but just crunching the end of them with your hand like so, and you can again walk on the spot, stand on the spot, even walk laps.
And of course, mate, you could do these with milk bottles as well. And the good thing about this is you can adjust the weight fairly easy by letting water out or putting more water in, and that's quite a hard grip right there.
And the last version is using a towel. So you can use a tea towel or a regular towel, wrap it around a weight like a kettlebell like so, works great. And then rather than holding the handle, you're holding the towel. And again, you can just stand and hold, or you can walk laps or march on the spot. And that again is going to help on those grip strength.
And you can increase the resistance obviously by just adding extra weight, or you could get a thicker towel, which would be harder to hold onto. So there are some great examples of some grip strength exercises that you can add onto your workouts. Once again, to improve the condition of your hands if you do have finger, wrist, or thumb osteoarthritis, but also just to improve your grip strength to be able to open those jars better.
Yeah, so for all of those, we would do probably 3 rounds of between 30 to 60 seconds at a time. So pick an exercise, do 30 to 60 seconds, have a bit of rest, repeat 3 times, and it should be quite hard, right, Jack?
It should fatigue you so that at the end of that 30 to 60 seconds, you can't really hold on too much longer. So you should feel the fatigue in your hands and potentially your forearms as well.
So there you have it. Those are some grip strength exercises you can add to your routine. Have fun with them.